promises are being made, and the battle for votes has officially begun.
During this election season, we will break down the 2026 general elections, comparing today's political landscape with 2021 and previous elections.
We'll analyze campaign promises, scrutinize manifestos, and we bring you in-depth coverage in 7 major local languages. Most importantly, we'll give the people the voice.
In 2026, like we are 1994.
Because this election is all about the Zambian citizen. And when the votes begin to count, we'll be coming live from the MUMBWA International Conference Center, delivering verified, accurate, and up-to-the-minute results as they happen.
Stay tuned to PTV2, the home of breaking news.
If it's not on Prime TV2, verify it. Our dedicated reporters across the country bring you accurate, well-researched news, keeping you informed 24/7. Catch us on Topstar Channel 110 and follow us on Facebook at Prime TV2 Zambia. Prime TV2, the home of breaking news.
The following is a political advert and does not reflect the views of Prime Television, but those of the content provider.
We will not rest until every Zambian family feels the benefit of this generational change.
Niwake mupando mulekeni, asibanchito hakainde. Niwake mupando mulekeni, asibanchito hakainde. Niwake mupando mulekeni, asibanchito hakainde. Together, twaneleja pamoja. Iseme pikatane, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I together, twaneleja pamoja. Iseme pikatane, yeah, yeah, yeah. Niwake mupando mulekelendi, asibanchito hakainde. Niwake mupando mulekeni, 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 asibanchito hakainde.
Can we do more? Yes, we can do more. The work continues. We want to rest even more.
Niwake mupando mulekeni, asibanchito hakainde. Niwake mupando mulekeni, asibanchito hakainde.
Hello and welcome to PTV2 News, the home of breaking news, and we're coming to you live on Topstar, channel 110, Azam TV decoder channel 493, and streaming live on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. We are 22 days away from the August 13 general election. Now let's take a look at stories making headlines. SAMFYA Town Council Secretary HANDSON KACHENJELA is receiving treatment after a road crash that has claimed the life of his wife, CLARA KACHENJELA. Some traders at BATOKA market in Livingstone have abandoned the facility, citing the poor condition of the market shelter and lack of business. President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA has promised to upgrade the Landless corner MUMBWA road to BITUMINOUS standard if re-elected. And NRPUP presidential running mate Makebi Zulu has labelled the employment of volunteer nurses and teachers during political rallies as corruption. With the news in detail, my name is Mubanga Chimambo. SAMFYA Town Council Secretary HANDSON KACHENJELA is receiving treatment at Liteta Hospital after being involved in a road traffic accident near Chisamba that has claimed the life of his wife, CLARA KACHENJELA. According to preliminary reports, Mr. KACHENJELA sustained injuries in the crash and was rushed to the hospital for medical attention. The circumstances surrounding the accident have not yet been disclosed. Meanwhile, in an obituary notice, Acting Council Secretary Musonda Musha said the council is deeply saddened by the tragic loss and has extended its heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. Mr. Musha has said details of the funeral arrangements will be communicated in due course. He added that the council stands in solidarity with the KACHENJELA family during this difficult time and prayed that God grants them strength and peace as they mourn the loss of their loved one. Moving on to the tourist capital, some traders at BATOKA market in Livingstone have abandoned the facility, citing the poor condition of the market shelter and lack of business. A visit to the market by TV2's Kwalombo Tamanangombe found that most trading stores inside the market were closed, with only one vegetable trader operating. The trader attributed the exodus of vendors to the poor state of the market, saying the inadequate shelter forces traders to conduct business in the open, exposing them to harsh weather conditions. We have details in this report.
The once busy market in Livingstone has now remained with most shops closed, with traders moving to other markets where customer traffic flow is high. BATOKA market is currently in a deplorable state without proper shelter, with only one trader from the vegetable section found trading. Constance Mutakela says she has no option but to stick to this trading space as it is the only source of her income.
Market yaone utata wolf manafateni ki shelter ona hande shelter sinamu ibona mo inezi mantoa mapilazi ya asikami then time afya mu ibona ya ibona likulinge kuliki market vati liko ibona afya kulinge kisikasisili. Business ya shupa BATOKA market namu bona mukuinezi customers akunena babata kutoleka nikupe yetu nene nikupa kikuli bamuso kamba lukona kwa 10 market ye kulibalike kwa 10 katata kutibali ya hile market yangana.
Another trader says a business has been slow as people opt to buy from other places.
Umuntu tetiyese mukurentinga pano tarishitisha nangu chimwao echirengo kuti la market ino ibefi then abantu ife dushitisha pano fyonse fyaba kugate kula hospital so nangu twai kalabo pano twikalira femuna ndokati kwebambya ama shops yesu otherwise abakurentinga pano tabesa so ama shops yali bafefino fini very limit mukati umunga mwati mumoni mumwa bafefibolya so market 30 ye pantasha nangu ninda lama pano takuli.
She has emphasized that garbage collection at the market by the local authority is another problem.
Ero na market ino bakanso bale samukusendenda na mama tabasende so songifu bachita mu market siyambishenda na matulipina so market ya ni market ya muntu katwishinga na cooperative limbiti ya wama katuyo twingaita because tabatu ta consider nga market iyo besa mukuchita po correcting ndalama mama.
Meanwhile, Livingstone City Council Public Relations Manager Melvin Mukela has acknowledged the status of the market, advising the Ward Development Committee to apply for CDF.
Livingstone City Council has plans to revamp all the markets in Livingstone. The initiative that we are encouraging marketeers or market committees as well as the Ward Development Committees is that they need to make use of the Coastal Development Fund. They need to take advantage. We're encouraging them to apply. Right now, the applications are going on. They're supposed to apply for the what? For the shelter, so that we can pump into that money into the market.
For now, most shops remain closed due to lack of business and poor infrastructure. Kwalombota, Mwanangombe, Prime TV News in Livingstone, Southern Province.
President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA has pledged to upgrade the Landless MUMBWA Road to BITUMINOUS standard, describing it as a key economic route for the people of Chibombo and MUMBWA districts. President HICHILEMA made the commitment when he briefly interacted with residents of Chibombo during a spot check on the progress of the Lusaka-Ndola dual carriageway project at Landless Corner. He says the Landless MUMBWA Road is an important economic corridor that requires urgent improvement to enhance connectivity and support economic activities in the area. The head of state has further urged residents to support his administration in the August 13 general election, saying continued support would enable his government to complete ongoing infrastructure and other development projects across the country. Joseph Siambihi has details in this report.
The President of the Republic of Zambia, Dr. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA, has embarked on a trip along the Lusaka-Ndola dual carriageway to spot check on the progress made by the contractor.
So, no one to no, I'm to pay vote. On 13th August,
During his interaction with the residents at Landless Corner, he promised the people that he is going to work on the Reporting for Prime TV News, Joseph Siambe.
You are watching PTV2 News, and we're coming to you live on Top Star Channel 110, Azam TV Decoder Channel 493, and streaming on our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. We now take a break, but still to come, volunteer nurses who were offered employment after attending President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA's recent community engagements have begun the recruitment process, as the NRPUP presidential running mate, Makebi Zulu, claims that the job offers amount to corruption. Don't go away.
Welcome to new world of entertainment in Zambia. Cartoons, music, news, movies, drama, series, documentaries, food, travel, the best from Hollywood and Bollywood. International football, including CAF competitions, La Liga, Serie A, German Bundesliga, Saudi League, Carabao Cup, Asian Championship, Barclays Women's League, local leagues, and much more. Grab your Azam TV decoder at 350 Zambian kwacha and full kit at 589 Zambian kwacha. Affordable monthly packages: 100 Zambian kwacha, 200 Zambian kwacha, and 300 Zambian kwacha. For more details, contact us on 971-246-222. 763-664-455. WhatsApp 77-500-0013. Azam TV, entertainment for everybody.
Not long ago, many children in Zambia did not go to school because their parents could not afford it. Today, 2.5 million children are back in the classroom, sitting on desks and being fed nutritious meals under the school feeding program. Markets are now peaceful with no kind of violence. Clinics stand where there were none. There's still much work ahead, jobs to create, futures to secure. And that's why Bali keeps working day after day. Because just as we delivered free education, we will keep delivering. For every child still waiting and every family still rising. Until progress is something every Zambian feels. We've started the change. Now let's finish the job. On the 13th of August 2026, vote for HAKAINDE HICHILEMA as President of the Republic of Zambia. And let us continue to move Zambia forward together.
Voting is one of the few moments where we all have a voice.
One person, one vote.
No titles, no status.
Just a choice.
It's not about doing nothing.
It's about showing up.
Because your vote matters.
It's easy.
It's important.
It's ours. Count me in.
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 Welcome back. We continue with the news. Government has commenced the collection and validation of application documents from volunteer nurses earmarked for recruitment into the public service following a directive issued by President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA during his recent working visit to Luapula Province. Luapula Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Evans Sakububa says the Civil Service Commission had begun receiving and verifying documents from individuals identified for possible employment in the civil service. Mr. Skakububa explains that the exercise follows President Hichilema's instruction during his two-day visit to the province last weekend, where he directed that volunteers identified through community engagements be considered for recruitment into the public service. We have details in this report.
President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA's directive to recruit volunteers who attended his recent community engagements during his two-day working visit to Luapula Province has begun yielding results. A check by Prime TV found scores of volunteers gathered at the provincial administration in Mansa, where the Civil Service Commission has commenced the collection and validation of application documents.
Today, Wednesday, 22nd July 2026, the Civil Service Commission is in Luapula Province collecting and validating application documents from volunteers identified for recruitment into the public service following directives issued by the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA, during his public engagements across the province.
The development has been welcomed by the volunteers who have expressed gratitude to President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA for the commitment made during his visit.
And just following from the president directive that all volunteer nurses, as you can see, must be recruited, I'm very happy, and all what I can say is that let this government, the UPND government, continue so that even those who are coming, those who are in school can have this chance that we are experiencing today. Otherwise, here in Luapula, we are very much happy, and may this continue. May God bless President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA.
So I'm here processing my documents, as you can see. I'll be grateful if I get considered this year, because I've been applying and they've been leaving me out.
Quick response and the positive from Mr. HAKAINDE HICHILEMA.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's now take a look at what the skies have for us in store as we check out the weather forecast. That was your weather forecast. We now continue with the rest of the news. NRPUP presidential running mate Makebi Zulu has alleged that President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA's announcement of employment for volunteer nurses and teachers during political rallies amounts to corruption. Mr. Zulu has argued that the jobs were being used to influence voters, claiming that the president was using the authority of his office to offer what he describes as coded handouts in the form of public sector employment at campaign events. He states that if elected into office, an NRPUP government will reform public institutions and the civil service to ensure they operate independently, uphold the law and carry out their responsibilities without political interference. Mr. Zulu has further stated that promotions and recruitment into the civil service will be based strictly on merit rather than political considerations. He adds that individuals who have already been offered employment through campaign rallies will not lose their jobs under an NRPUP administration, but maintained that future recruitments will follow a transparent and merit-based process.
The idea of going to the extent of having to employ people at a rally, at a political rally, because they showed up and they said, we are supporting you, then you employ them. That in itself is corruption. It's corruption in that you are procuring votes using your office by giving this handout coded job to a person at a public rally. So President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA is as corrupt as all those civil servants that are hoping to assist him by coming together to see how best they can subvert the will of the people, or indeed support him to get more votes. That is not how our government will work. We shall ensure that institutions of governance, or indeed the civil service, is reformed to be able to respect the law, to stay in their lane, to do what is right, without putting on them a duty to say, if you do this, you'll be promoted. Promotions will be on merit. Giving of jobs will be on merit. And those that are being employed at rallies, we're not saying that when we come, we will take away that employment. Be happy that the first salary will be paid by President MUMBWA. But we want to extend this benefit to all those that are not coming to political rallies, to those that are qualified and are looking for jobs. We want this opportunity available to every Zambian out there who is ready and qualified to take on those opportunities.
You're still watching PTV2 News, coming to you live on Top Star Channel 110, Azam TV Decoder Channel 493, and we're also streaming on our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. Let's now take a look at our African proverb of the day. That was our African proverb for today, but remember that you, our viewers, are welcome to send in your proverbs in any local language, translated into English with a meaning included. You can send your proverbs to ptv2@ptvzambia.com or ptv2zambia@gmail.com. We continue with the rest of the news. The Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company says it has installed more than 30,000 water meters across Lusaka as part of efforts to improve billing accuracy and enhance water service delivery. Lusaka Water and Storage Company Public Relations Officer Ruth Mulenga says the installations form part of a 64,000 water meter rollout project that commenced last year to strengthen the city's water reticulation system. Ms. Mulenga says the initiative represents a significant investment aimed at improving operational efficiency, reducing water losses, and enhancing customer service. We have details in this report.
There is relief in Lusaka homes today as Lusaka Water Supply and Sanitation Company has completed the installation of over 30,000 water meters across the city. This is part of an ongoing exercise to install 64,000 meters that started last year.
We have installed more than 30,000 new water meters under the ongoing 64,000 water meter installation exercise that commenced last year. This is a major milestone in our quest to improve service delivery across Lusaka. The program is designed to ensure that customers are billed fairly and accurately based on actual water consumption. The program also will help customers to ensure that they are able to monitor water usage, at the same time being in a position to detect leaks early. On the part of the utility, this will help us to improve operational efficiencies. Currently, we are installing meters in Chilanga, and we are also replacing 40 meters in Kanyama, Chawama, and John Howard, among us other areas.
Residents say the improved water reticulation means fair billing, fewer leaks, and water that actually reaches their taps.
Is it possible that na marandos bafunga fakira ndrama za rent kozi mafaka mamita yankani yamanzi? Kozi sebena ngona tufakira ndrama za rent kozi ya mamita.
Manzi yachoka pe yafunira munga yabacho yausha munga mfuiti. So timadabwa ti usiku ndepe yachoka 22 hours mkazi yachoka munyumba. Ando tapa manzi.
From Kanyama to Matero, families are calling this a very big win.
Tababikira mamita aya ya menshi twale bomfya fechi bomfye no isala tukurufya menshi ngana ashara na yapoboka nombe fya tubikira mamitas.
One household at a time. Joanne Savila, Prime TV News, Lusaka.
MUMBWA Initiative Development Managing Director Winter Muvombo says Zambia is becoming increasingly attractive for investment that directly benefits local entrepreneurs following reforms aimed at promoting joint ventures between local and foreign investors. Mr. Muvombo has encouraged Zambian businesses to position themselves to take advantage of the new investment opportunities through strategic partnerships. He adds that Zambians who hold mining licenses should avoid selling them and instead use them to leverage and negotiate joint ventures with foreign investors who have capital and technical expertise. Mr. Muvombo was speaking during the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the MUMBWA Initiative Development and NISCO group of companies to explore investment opportunities in the mining sector.
This country has amended its laws, and we should be aware that right now we are encouraging partners to come into JV and not those who come to buy our mines out. And because of that, we are happy today to announce that he has come forth to bring different mines on the table that are scaling up to copper, gold, and silver, and many other mining deposits. So our role as MDI, like we mentioned, is a table of opportunities. So for the investors, they are looking for partners. For the locals, they are looking for who could invest in Zambia. And what we can do as MDI is to give them that platform of exchange of opportunities. So because of this, this is why MDI has established a new office in China. Lead is to link opportunities. So we are also onboarding or bringing on board companies in China that are ready, willing to invest in Zambia with their interest. Him also here and many others that have developed interest to partner with us, they are looking at interest that they can partner with the Chinese. As you may know now, the international market is China. Talk about anything, talk about AI, it's China. Talk about technology, it's China. Talk about agriculture, smart, it's China. Irrigation, it's China.
In place. So what we're doing today basically speaks into what we did and the support we've received from government from that front. So we're here to sign the second MOU in this country since we came. And we're happy that Zambian businesses are starting to buy into this process and starting to take advantage of the investment that we brought. And it's no longer basically stories. This is now reality.
And we tried recently contribute to the
in different sectors, our existence for the community, for everyone. And we are also signing today to make sure we are trying to bring development to different sectors in Zambia. We are in agriculture, we are in mining, we are in manufacturing. How we can bring in more investors to try to develop, to contribute to the economy. Yes, that's why we are here. We are sitting here, signing an agreement with MDI, trying to bring more opportunities on the table for the benefit of us, the benefit of the community, the people of Zambia, the government, and the MDI. So hopefully.
That item brings us to the end of the news on PTV2, the home of breaking news. But before we sign off, for business owners, traders, and everyone else closely watching the economy, it's time to turn our attention to the money markets. How is the Zambian kwacha performing today against major international currencies? Let's find out. Those are your money market updates, noting that rates may change without prior notice, depending on prevailing market conditions. We now take a brief recap of stories that made headlines. SAMFYA Town Council Secretary HANDSON KACHENJELA is receiving treatment after a road crash that has claimed the life of his wife, CLARA KACHENJELA. Some traders at BATOKA market in Livingstone have abandoned the facility, citing the poor condition of the market shelter and lack of business. President HAKAINDE HICHILEMA has promised to upgrade the Landless Corner MUMBWA Road to BITUMINOUS standard if re-elected. And NRPUP presidential running mate Makebizulu has labelled the employment of volunteer nurses and teachers during during political rallies as corruption. Thank you so much for staying with us. But for these and other stories, you can like our Facebook page, that is PTV2 Zambia. On behalf of the entire news and production crew, my name is Muvanga Chimambo. Enjoy the rest of the viewing.